few years ago, I created a foundation, the Pink Access Foundation, in memory of my cousin Shannon, who died at 29 of breast cancer. So today, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Spotlight with Shonda Scott will air our Pink Access special on breast cancer awareness. I'm Shonda Scott and the founder of Pink Access Foundation. I started Pink Access Foundation in memory of my cousin Shannon, who died at the age of 29 from breast cancer. That incident actually inspired me to get more involved with the issue related to cancer, and since then I've had a number of friends who are now survivors who have organizations that we support, and I've had family as well. So now we also have included men's cancer awareness as well as pink. We also have lavender too. It's very interesting when you talk to people about cancer and anything related to cancer. Most people that you meet have had someone in their lives impacted by cancer. And the organization Pink Access Foundation is just a way to celebrate the lives of our loved ones who have been impacted by cancer of any form, be it breast cancer, prostate cancer, any cancer. We want to bring awareness and also celebrate their lives. So the foundation is an opportunity for us to throw nice, fun, celebratory events to honor our people and our loved ones that have dealt with this issue, celebrate survivorship, and create an opportunity for us to raise money and awareness so that we can help cancer survivors and organizations that are actually helping cancer survivors thrive. For more information on the Pink Access Foundation, the work that's going on through the organization, and the events that are celebrating life, raising funds and awareness, you can follow us on Facebook at Pink Access and Lavender 2 Live, or you can visit our website at pinkaccessfoundation.org. So this was our big day. This was the swim event that I've been participating in for the last 8 years. But this year, I wanted to bring our friends and family together to make it a team effort, Team Pink Access. Our goal was to swim a mile for women with cancer, but our journey was much larger than that. Thank you guys, thank you all for coming out and joining me with the swim for Team Pink Access. It's so exciting to have a whole group of people with all their reasons to come out and support the Women's Cancer Resource Center through Pink Access. And my first swim was in honor of in memory of my cousin who had died of breast cancer when we were 29. So 6 months after she passed, I had my son. So it was a very emotional time, and we were very young. And it really took me by surprise because I really didn't expect her to die. I just knew she had breast cancer, but I mean, I thought, you know, she looked okay, she would be okay, even though I was going back and forth staying with her in the hospital. I never really came to the end that I realized that she, you know, was not going to be with us anymore. One time I was walking down the street and I saw Swim a Mile for Women's Cancer Resource Center, and I'm like, that's perfect, because I was a competitive swimmer in high school and I was a lifeguard in college, and I loved to swim, but I hadn't swam in years. So it was the perfect event for me to give back. So I thank you guys all for joining us as the team, and it's going to be a really amazing experience.
I got involved with Pink Access in support of those who've survived cancer in my family, those who've passed on from cancer in my family. Particularly my father, my brother, my grandmother, and my aunt.
I joined Team Pink Access in honor of my grandmother, Ornell Smart, who died from cancer in 2005.
I have a grandmother who was a breast cancer survivor, lots of family members and friends who have survived cancer and also who have taken a journey with cancer.
Pretty much. So, so when you lift this hand, that's out of the way for your mouth to come up. Okay, so just try it. You're going to have to work out your own way, but just the concept is put your head in the water, blow out when your head is in the water.
I knew the swim would be difficult for all of us, even those of us that are competitive swimmers, because many of us hadn't swam in years. So in order to motivate the team and for us to understand what we really were swimming for, I set up a time for us to go to the Women's Cancer Resource Center so we could meet with some of the members of the organization and then hear the stories that could be more of an inspiration for all of us. I founded this foundation based on in memory of my cousin who died at 29 of breast cancer, but we actually support organizations that do general cancer awareness as well. And we try to identify organizations that are doing work in disadvantaged communities. Started an event 4 years ago called Pink Access. It was an event you had to wear something pink and everyone got in free who wore something pink. And it was a way that we raised money for Carrie's Touch. And now it's Pink Access in Lavender too, to bring in the general cancer awareness, but most people know us as the Pink Access.
I'm on the board of the Women's Cancer Resource Center. I'm also a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor, specifically triple-negative breast cancer survivors. Now that, now it's almost 5 years ago that I had cancer, I've now started working with people with cancer, different phases of cancer. I'm particularly passionate about the survivorship phase of cancer. I feel like it's a really underserved area.
I'm a cancer survivor. I know the center for over 15 years. It was not myself first, it was my daughter. She had thyroid cancer, and she was attending Mills College at that time. She's still alive, I could say. She breathed, but her life was really completely destroyed by that cancer. It was the worst cancer of the thyroid at her age. And then later on myself, I have been surviving for 12 years. The first cancer, I have repeated one more on the breast, and then melanoma, and then basal carcinoma. So, but I'm fighting, I guess, the Latinas or Hispanics or whatever they want to call us. We are determined to stay here. And as you know, cancer does not discriminate. It takes anyone.
I came here as a client. I got diagnosed in 92, 93. And I was devastated. It changed my life, and someone told me about WCRC. But I knew it was important that I give back, and especially to my community. So I went through the training, and WCR became part of my family, extended family. And it wasn't an Afro-American support group at that time on this side of the bay. So I started one.
Well, I think by far the most difficult time was dealing with my mother's cancer, particularly since she was healthy up until she was 75. And we all thought, well, she's well out of the range of getting cancer. She's healthy. She's going to live a healthy, happy life. And then you find out at 75 years old, she tells you that she feels a lump in her breast, and you realize that that's cancer. And the impact that that makes as a 75-year-old who is now going through chemotherapy and going through radiation. And seeing the toll that that took on her, because she's older, she's already a little bit more frail than you would expect, and then she's mentally and psychologically not prepared to have such a devastating illness at 75.
I was 39 years old when I was diagnosed. I was having other complications, and my doctor, we could not find out what was the source of those other complications, and as a result, my doctor just did all kinds of testing, including having me to have a mammogram at age 39, even though my 40th birthday was about 8 months away. Needless to say, my doctor called me and gave me those results indicating that I actually did have a malignancy. So I went into prayer and meditation to try to figure out what was happening, because I knew I was healed. And God quite simply said to me, you are healed, but I need you to do some work for me, and you have to go on this journey in order to do this work. I entered a clinical trial. I asked him a lot about the drugs. He said, Unfortunately, people in communities of color, especially in the African American community, do not participate in clinical trials, and therefore we don't have enough specific information about African Americans. And his response actually ignited me to want to do more and to do something that was going to give back.
Stay linked in with us as you follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember, #Spotlight with Shonda.
I'm Kente Scott. I'm the male spokesperson for Pink Access Foundation and our outreach to male cancer awareness in disadvantaged organizations and communities. My father actually had a scare with cancer that was detected because he went to a doctor for a regular checkup. And I also had a comedian friend of mine who had prostate cancer, but it was found in its early enough stages that he was able to have it removed, and now he's cancer-free. And that led me to see that there is a stigma and a privacy issue that men have in general, and more specifically African American men, where we don't get checkups and we don't get early detection. So by the time we find out about it, we're in the latter stages, and sometimes it's fatal.
For more information on the Pink Access Foundation, the work that's going on through the organization, and the events that are celebrating life, raising funds and awareness, you can follow us on Facebook at Pink Access and Lavender 2 Live, or you can visit our website at pinkaccessfoundation.org. After our session with the ladies of the Women's Cancer Resource Center, I was motivated, and I know our team was motivated to give our best as we approached our final workout. So I really wanted to see how this last session with us together before the swim event turned out. We got a week to go. You ready?
I think I am. I don't know. I'm kind of, I haven't been working out. It's been a month, so.
We'll just think about grandmama and why you're swimming. That'll make it a little easier.
Exactly.
Just think about them and their life and honoring her and,
Exactly.
and all that she went through. Okay, Coach, so what's the plan?
Well, basically, I was just checking with, I'm sorry.
Because this is look, so this is our second swim. This is where the rubber meets the road.
No,
you got a week left.
Like I was asking what
you got a few standing.
You were right.
Well, I have to say I was a little disappointed that the whole team didn't show up for the second practice. I mean, actually, I think only 2 or 3 of us that were there. But I mean, I realized that we have lives and other commitments, but to me, the swim and the commitment to practicing and getting involved in it are more correlated to what cancer survivors are going through. It's like our sacrifice, our physical sacrifice for their struggle, because they can't decide if they're not going to show up for chemo and treatments. It's like it becomes their life. It's not something that they can choose not to do or do. So I remember that with my cousin, and I remember that being my commitment to swim, no matter how difficult it would be and discomfort in my life, just as a sacrifice to what she had to go through. So at this point, I wasn't so much worried about if the team would complete the swim. I was starting to get concerned if we would even all show up. Well, actually, the whole team showed up, and I couldn't have been more excited to see all of us in our Pink Access swimsuits and t-shirts, all representing the Pink Access Foundation and swimming for our loved ones, our friends, and even the women that we had met at the Women's Cancer Resource Center. But I have to say, I think we all were still a little nervous about how we would produce in the water.
This is our 17th annual Swim a Mile for Women with Cancer. It's a fundraiser that raises about 1/3 of the budget for the Women's Cancer Resource Center, an organization that for 26 years has been providing service is free of charge to all women with any kind of cancer.
So they've all been practicing here. We've said that some here are going to go for a mile, others are going to go for half a mile. That's 34 laps back and forth. We're going to see if they can do it because, again, it's a great cause. I was just reading the other day, 1 out of every 8 people get breast cancer. And as I was walking in here, I was talking to someone who was telling me that Richard Roundtree from Shaft had breast cancer. So it's not just something for women, it's also for men. So this is just a fantastic cause here. And I mean, what a great afternoon. And there are a ton of people out here. This is fantastic.
We're right at the Pink Access team getting ready. And I'm telling you right now, this team's going to kick some butt.
Go Pink Access!
Team Pink Access.
Once we hit the pool, the energy of the day and our teammates inspired us so that we swam even more than we committed to. We actually, as a team, swam 10 miles that day. And once Team Pink Access hit the pool, it was a party.
Yeah, it's a party, not down in Somerville in the building.
Completing this journey with Team Pink Access, it really has brought me a lot of gratitude and inspiration, and it also allows my cousin Shannon's memory to live on. And it really fills my heart to know that so many of these women and men, coach included, came together and are motivated to do it again and swim again for next year.
I just wanted to share the excitement that I had participating in a Swim for a Mile event.
It was such a joy and an honor to swim with the team Pink Access.
I'm so excited about our success as a team with Pink Access. It was a wonderful opportunity to come together and really support a very important cause.
I was blessed to be a part of this amazing journey with the Pink Access Foundation.
You know, the Pink Access team was a wonderful experience. There were many encouraging faces and supportive people. I was very proud to swim a mile for breast cancer.
Welcome to Spotlight with Shonda Scott, where each week we bring you the best and the brightest, the movers and the shakers, and the hidden gems from all over the Bay. Let us shine a spotlight on your business. Sponsorship opportunities are available. For more information, visit us at spotlightwithshonda.tv. The Pink Access Foundation has hosted our Pink Access and Lavender 2 Live event for 6 years. We are celebrating our 7th year now and excited to celebrate survivorship as well as bring awareness to cancer of all types. This year, we had an Instagram photo booth where you could hashtag Pink and Lav as part of the celebration and awareness. We always have live entertainment and it's festive and fun as a celebration of survivorship. Pink Access and Lavender 2 Live is always a celebration filled with fun and excitement, social media as well as events and celebration of survivors. We always make it fun and exciting as a way to honor those who have been impacted by cancer.
The Pink and Lavender Access celebration brings all of us together.
The big thing is we all care.
And I thank Shonda for holding this annual event. I attend every year to do my part, both as a contributor and as a provider.
It's a simple concept for us to come together as a community in Oakland because that's just what we do here in the Bay Area.
What?
Scott.
I founded the Pink Access Foundation in memory of my cousin who died of breast cancer at age 29. So at 29 years old, she was dealing with life and death issues, and I was there with her, and we did not understand the magnitude of what was going on in her life. We didn't know she was going to die. So years later, I had a friend who's here, Tammy, Reverend Tammy Denise, who you'll meet later. Her organization is one of the organizations we have been supporting for the past 6 years from the beginning, because she is a survivor.
I am very, very thankful to Shonda Scott and the Pink Access Foundation for believing in us and believing in the work that we are doing and continuing to make a commitment to support us.
So that's the seriousness of this event. It's to bring awareness in a fun and celebratory way, but it's to let you know the survivors here are people who you would never imagine what they're going through in their life. This year, we did the awards because so many people came to me, survivors, and said, thank you for doing this. This is our celebration, and that's exactly what it is.
I'm honored to be here. I told Shonda, I was like, I will be back for this no matter what.
We honored those unsung heroes who have survived cancer in our community with the Pink Heart Awards, celebrating their inspiration to us as survivors and awareness to this cause.
Everybody knows me knows that I'm a comedian. I joke a lot, but when I found out my father had possibly prostate cancer, kind of shook me to my core. So I'm just glad and blessed that he's a survivor. Just want to say I love you, and we're glad that you're still here.
For a long time, many people here didn't even know he was a survivor because he wouldn't share it. But now he wants to share it because he said his early detection saved his life.
So I had the operation, and 11 years later, I'm still here. And what I want to say is there's probably a lot of males, African-American males, white males, standing up that are probably haven't been to a doctor. You need to go get early detection. I'm an 11-year survivor of prostate cancer. Hey.
This work to find a cure, to celebrate survivors, to do that work. Shonda, I know your heart is right. You give a lot in so many ways, and this is just deep, really close to my heart. I'm so proud of you.
When you join the Pink Access Foundation as a sponsor, you are connecting to the community and also being a good community partner as we try to fight cancer and bring awareness to this awful disease. For more information on the Pink Access Foundation, go to our website at pinkaccessfoundation.org. We also are on Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter.